Hello friends, if you want to score 90 in your PTE listening module, then this is exactly what you are looking for. Hello, I'm Zenis and I recently scored 90 in all the 4 PTE modules. In this video, I will share some tips and tricks that will eventually help you to score 90 in your listening module. I have made a series in which I have uploaded several videos on different PTE sections. Please watch that complete playlist in order to crack PTE and score high marks. So in this video, we are going to discuss about the different listening modules and the tips to crack those modules very easily. The two most important modules of listening which will also contribute to your speaking modules are repeat sentence and retell lecture. In repeat sentence, you will get 10 to 12 questions. Many test takers have a lot of problems with the repeat sentence, especially if the sentence is long. Say for example, if there are 15 words in a sentence, then it is not possible to repeat all the words in the exact same way. So the tip here in the repeat sentence is that you should at least speak 60 to 70% of what you are listening. Even if you skip some of the words, it's fine, but you should not compromise on your fluency, your clarity, and your word pronunciation. So the content here is important, but even if you are not getting 100% of the content, you can still skip some words and try to tell what you exactly heard, and that will give you full score. So for example, if the sentence is that once Jack went to London to spend a holiday with his family, then you can say that once Jack went to London with his family. It will give you the full score. Trust me, I have tried this out and it helps in your repeat sentence. For retell lecture, you will get 1 to 2 questions. When you are listening to that retell lecture and you are speaking about it, then you should speak at least 60% of what the total content is. So when you are writing down the lecture somewhere, then you should be doing one thing at a time. It is not possible for the human mind to listen and write at the same time. So whatever you are listening, just listen at that time, don't write. And whenever you are writing, focus on your writing and don't listen to anything. So in that way, even if you can't get 60 to 70% of the content right in your retell lecture, you will still get full marks. A very important module in your listening section is the write from dictation, which is the last section. Apart from practicing write from dictation before the exam, an important thing which you need to do is you need to understand how the computer gives you score for your write from dictation attempts. So when you are writing from a dictation, then there can be some ambiguity. You can be doubtful regarding certain number of words. So in those cases, you can write multiple words for a single word. So if your sentence says, once upon a time there was a massive earthquake in the state of Uttarakhand. So in this sentence, even if you are not sure whether it's earthquake or earthquakes, singular or plural, you can write both the words. So you can write earthquake and earthquakes just one after another by giving a space in between the two words. So even if earthquake is correct or earthquakes is correct, you will get your full marks. Similarly, if you are confused about a spelling, you can still try out multiple spellings for a single word, and you can give 2-3 different spelling. The computer will see whether you have provided the correct spelling of the correct word, and it will give you full marks. So for write from dictation, the tip is you can write 2 to 3 words for a single word in case you are not sure, and it will give you full marks. You will not get any negative marking. I have tried and tested this formula and it worked for me. Another important section in your listening module is the listening SST module, which is the summarized spoken text. In this module, you should be very careful about the spellings. You should not make any spelling error and follow a template which will eventually give you full marks in your listening SST. Then comes the listening fill in the blanks module, which will have 2 questions, so you can directly write on the screen if you are comfortable. I have directly written on the screen, and believe me, it gives you ample time to write exactly what you are listening. If you are not comfortable, you can write on the sheet and then later copy on your screen. But please do not make any spelling mistake. Another important section in your listening module is your highlight incorrect words. So you will listen to some audio tape and there will be a section displayed in front of you on the screen, and in the audio tape there will be some words which are not displayed correctly in front of you. So you have to highlight those words. Please don't highlight any word which you are not sure of, because it can give you negative marking. Highlight only those words which you are sure are incorrect. This is the main tip for highlight incorrect words. If you just practice a couple every day, it's good enough for you to score full marks in your highlight incorrect words in your listening module. And there are 4 sections in your listening module which is not at all important. You can skip preparation for those sections and you can simply skip those sections during your exam. When I say skip, I'm not saying that don't answer anything. You can give any kind of answer, but it doesn't matter. For example, I will talk about the answer short questions, which will have at least 4 to 5 questions, and it will be your last section in the speaking module. So in this section, even if you don't know the answer, you can simply repeat the question and still you will get the full marks. For example, if you get a question, what is the diameter of this earth? And you're not sure about the diameter, you can simply answer saying diameter of the earth. It will give you full marks. Another section which is not at all important is the MCQ section, where you have to select multiple choice in your answer. In this section, please don't spend more than a couple of seconds for a single question and just tick any one of the options. The reason I'm saying is that if you spend some time in your MCQ section, it will reduce your time for the other critical sections which you need to focus on. So MCQ is not at all important and it doesn't contribute to any of your module. When I gave the exam, for all the MCQ questions, I have just selected a single answer and I didn't even spend 2 seconds behind a single question. So please follow this strategy, avoid the MCQ, just give a single answer and click next. Another section in the listening module which is not so important is the select missing words module. So in this section, you will hear a recording and there will be a sentence in front of you. Last word of the sentence will be blurred out and you have to select a correct option. So this is also not so important. Even if you don't score in this section, you will still get 90 if you get everything else right. Another section which is not at all important in your listening module is the highlight correct summary. In this, you will listen to some lecture and you have to highlight what is the correct summary of that lecture. So you cannot skip the lecture, you can listen to this, but once the listening is over, then don't waste the time going through your options. Just select any of the options and simply move on. So guys, this was the video which covered the tips and tricks of the listening module. I hope I was able to give you some suggestions that you can utilize during your PTE exam. I wish you all the very best. Take care.